You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your brand new Days promo. There's some really good stuff coming in this promo. There's 5 big scenes. They have titled the promo, Jada's in for a shocker, which she is, according to the promo, and that's fine. But for my money, that wasn't the most exciting moment in the promo. That's something with Brady Black. I'm going to tell you guys about it. I'm going to go through scene by scene on the promo, tell you what's going to happen, give you the breakdown, tell you what day in the week each scene is going to happen and the spoilers that tie to it, just to give you some extra context. And then at the very end, I'm going to show you the promo. So stick around to the very end of the video to see that. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. So, you know, the big voiceover they have for all of these promos this week is kind of meh for me. It says, Days of Our Lives is your escape, period. Family drama, romance, and a little mystery. Okay. And again, the caption is Jada's in for a shocker, but the promo starts out with Johnny DiMera and his wife, Chanel Dupree DiMera. They are at Sweet Bits Bakery, and it looks like that she is understaffed. And Chanel says, "You're going to help me bake?" And he's smiling and he's definitely ready to help. And we get a scene then, a little short scene that reminds me of the sexy pottery scene from Ghost. Do you remember with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, and he's wrapped around her and the clay and all that, and it led to very sexy time. Unless, of course, you thought about the fact that it was really Whoopi Goldberg as the ghost that she was doing stuff with. So kind of interesting if you don't think about it too much. Anyway, it looked very much like they intended it as an homage to that ghost scene because Johnny is behind Chanel. They're kneading the dough with both their hands in it. I hope both their hands are clean. Very sexy pastry cookery scenes next week. That happens on Tuesday, April 2nd. The spoilers say Johnny offers to help Chanel at work. Not like he has another job. He's not making films or anything. So yeah, make some biscuits. The second scene has no dialogue, so it's kind of weird. It's Paulina and Marlena. They are out. It looks like they're at that little bar. I can't remember the name of it. Somebody drop it in the comments if you know it. It's the one where like Alex has done some of his dates and where Melinda Trask had met Lee Shen for a date. It's that little bar. We don't see it a whole lot. Anyway, Paulina and Marlena are there. They're clinking glasses and they're laughing together at the bar. So the spoilers for this say it happens Thursday, April 4th. Marlena and Paulina talk about Paulina's upcoming treatment. Earlier in the week, I think like Monday or Tuesday, Paulina and Abe are waiting on word whether she is cancer-free because she had a couple of things going on. Remember, she had the cancer that was on her throat and the thyroid, and then she also had the heart thing, and she got a miraculous cure for the heart. So they did surgery for the cancer in her throat, so they're waiting to hear if she's cancer-free. Because she has an upcoming treatment, I don't know if they're going to recommend, chemo or radiation. Sometimes they do follow up on surgeries in real life, and that sounds like they're sticking to real life for this. The third scene is Holly Jonas, and this is the scene that I'm real excited about with Brady, by the way. So it's kind of a replay of what happened on Friday when Holly Jonas finally confessed. And so part of this is a replay of Friday and part of it is new stuff. Holly again says, the drugs that I OD'd on, they were mine. And then we see Nicole crying. And EJ looks completely shocked. EJ's probably just mad that he's going to have to drop the charges, and he doesn't like to admit he's wrong ever. But this was the scene that's the money shot for me. Brady rages at Holly. He goes off and he's yelling at her, and we all know what a temper he has. He says, "You decided to lie about this for weeks." I don't blame Brady one bit. That little bee left his son in jail. She was trying to justify it to Eric, saying, "Oh, well, mom's been so upset and I couldn't do this to her." Well, how do you think mom's going to feel that you let an innocent boy go to jail because you are a druggie and a bad kid. At the same time, I feel like Days of Our Lives completely captured, if any of you guys have teenagers in your life, you know just how rotten and selfish and self-involved that they can be, as we all can be, but hopefully a lot of us grow out of it. So I do think in that regard, it's very well written because it's typical teenager behavior. So this happens on Monday, April 1st. The spoilers say Holly is finally honest about how she overdosed. And that scene leads into the next scene where Brady and Teresa walk in the door of John and Marlena's place where Brady and Tate have been living. Of course, Teresa has been sleeping in Tate's bedroom, so she's going to have to kick rocks and go someplace else. So definitely looks like EJ finally does the right things and drops the charges because they get to bring him home. And they bring him in the door, and then Brady immediately confronts his son. You're not going to see Holly. And Tate gives this big eye roll. I'm not going to see Holly, he insists. And of course, the very next scene, he's creeping in the back door of the DiMera mansion to see her. And it looks like this all happens fast, even though it happens, she confesses on Monday's episode, and this happens later in the week because she is still in that same dress she wore for the christening. So it looks like EJ goes and drops the charges or makes a call, and they let Tate out. And he runs right over there to see her. They smile, they hug, they kiss. You know his parents are going to be so mad when they find out. That happens on Thursday, April 4th. Teresa and Brady finally get to bring Tate home, is what the spoilers say. All right, so this last scene is the one that inspired the caption, Jada's in for a shocker. I do like these scenes because I'm enjoying Blake Berris and I'm enjoying seeing Elia Cantu get to really stretch her acting wings. I don't like the way Jada's talking to Stephanie. It's not Stephanie's fault that Bob Everett's got something wrong with his brain and she was dating a guy that she didn't know was married. And it gets so much sketchier. So Rafe comes to Jada at Brady's pub and he says, I've got some news. And Jada says, uh-oh. And then we have Rafe and Jada talking to Sloan, who tells Jada, you are still married to Mr. Stein. And then there's a little montage of clips of Everett and Jada and Stephanie. And then Rafe says, damn, this is going to get ugly. And then that little scene closes with a shot of Bob Everett looking extremely evil. And I wonder if Bobby is going to be drawn out of hiding this week. His core personality, who's this bad guy that Rafe, has heard all about and that Jada was married to. The spoilers for Tuesday, April 2nd say Marlena hypnotizes Everett. And that same day, Stephanie updates Julie about what's going on with him and her. On Wednesday, the 3rd, Everett reports to Stephanie about the hypno session, but Jada does not believe what he's saying. And on Friday, April 5th, Jada is desperate to prove to Rafe that she's not still married, but it sounds like she is. And so if Marlena does draw Bobby out of hiding in Everett's brain, it'll be very interesting to see. That's what I'm really hoping happens. I cannot wait to meet Bobby Stein. I think he's probably a real bad dude, and I am excited to meet him because I love villains, especially a really good one. We'll see how it goes. All right, hang on for one more second, and I'm going to show you this promo. If you haven't, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Definitely drop your comments on what you are excited to see from this promo play out next week. Be sure and come back every single day. We're talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week on your #1 most followed soap opera spoilers channel on YouTube. And as always, this is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and buckle up because here is that new Days promo.
You're gonna help me bake.
Days of Our Lives is your escape.
The drugs that I OD'd on, they were mine.
Family drama.
You decided to lie about this for weeks.
You're not going to see Holly.
I'm not going to see Holly.
Romance.
I've got some news.
Uh-oh.
And a little mystery.
You are still married to Mr. Stein.
Damn, this is gonna get ugly.